Good morning, Henros. It is day 10 on the Shikoku Henro, and today we finally reached Temple 24. After walking yesterday under the rain, a very long day on this busy road, today we still gotta follow it for 25 kilometers or so. It's still gonna rain today just like yesterday, maybe just a little bit less, but I'm hoping that it starts a little later, maybe around 8 o'clock, so I can get a few shots. After visiting the Married Couple Rocks, which I've been looking forward to for a while now, I'm back on the roads and on the lookout for tsunamis. You see the signs everywhere, and I even heard like a siren in the distance, so I don't know. I also saw a sign that I need to beware about the Asian hornets, which one of the pilgrims, one of the Henros, got stung the other day. He told me that it wasn't too bad, it was just a little bit itchy and getting a little bit inflamed, but it was doing fine. As you notice, I'm not wearing my white vest or the hakui or the purple stole, the wagesa, but I am wearing my sage hat just to let the locals know that I'm a Henro and get some osetai. Now moving on to the next highlight of the day before the rains catch up with me. When it rains, it pours, and the sea is angry today. It started raining, I had to put away all the gear, the rain cover on the backpack, the rain jacket, the cover on the sage hat, and at one point I started hearing the tsunami alarm once again, and then there was a guy speaking on the loudspeakers. He kept saying tsunami something something Kagawa, which is Prefecture on the north side of the island. So I just kept looking at all the other locals to see if anybody was freaking out, but they were all going about their business. So I don't know what happened. I don't know if it was like a small wave or if it was just a test of the emergency system. And it's still raining, but I'm here visiting this statue over here. And there's also one behind it of the reclining Buddha, which I'm gonna go check it out right now. When Kukai was 19 years old, he came to these caves to meditate as part of his ascetic training, and it was here where a shooting star landed in his mouth, symbolizing that he had reached nirvana. Now the symbol that you see in my sage hat, that is the Sanskrit symbol for Kukai, and it should always be facing forward. Temple number 24, Hotsumisaki-ji, known as the Temple of the Cape, is located at the tip of Cape Muroto, 300 meters above sea level. Subtropical plants thrive in the warm coastal climate, creating a peaceful setting for spiritual reflection. Hotsumisaki-ji is one of 3 revered temples on the Muroto Peninsula, known collectively as Muroto Sansa. The temple was founded in 807 by Kukai at the request of Emperor Saga. Kukai's path to enlightenment was difficult. At 19, unhappy with his city studies, he went to the Muroto coast. He achieved enlightenment by facing Venus and chanting the Kokutsu Gumonji Sutra 1,000,000 times. This experience led him to adopt the name Kukai, meaning sky and sea. Hotsumisaki-ji has faced many challenges over the centuries. In 1341, Shogun Ashikaga Takauji made it a temple for national peace prayers. Later, a fire destroyed it. With help from Yamauchi Tadaoshi, lord of the Tosa domain, it was restored in the early 17th century. During the Meiji era, the Shinbutsu-bunji decree aimed to separate Buddhism and Shinto caused more damage. Despite this, Hotsumisaki-ji was rebuilt again in 1914. A story tells of Kukai meeting an old woman who mistook him for a poor beggar. When he asked for jam, she lied, saying they were inedible. Kukai struck the ground with his staff, making the jam truly inedible, teaching a lesson about not judging by appearances. Well, after that steep climb through the forest on those rocky steps that were wet and slippery, we made it to Temple 24. The distance between 23 and 24 is about 80 kilometers, which I managed to cut in half by taking the train. And what a better way to visit this temple than with this misty atmosphere with water dripping everywhere. And it just gives it another perspective. All the statues are shiny, and the temple is almost empty, which, I had it almost all to myself with a few exceptions. Now I had to come down to the Cape and walk by the ocean for just a little bit more before reaching today's Minchuku. I went to a vending machine that they had there just to get an Aquarius because I haven't had anything to eat all day. I love it. I hate it and I love it. Rainy days are just like that. Let's continue. Came across this supermarket on the side of the road, and it was a godsend because it is almost 2 p.m. and I haven't had lunch. I don't think there's anything up to Temple 25, which I shouldn't be too far away from it because I have already covered 24.8 kilometers and I thought it was a 25-kilometer day. There's a Lawson around there. It's been drizzling on and off. Right now it is raining, so I'm escaping from the rain right here. And check-in is not until 3, so I may actually go and check out the temple before I go to my accommodation. Got a sandwich, got some sushi, all is good. Temple number 25, Shinsoi-ji, was founded in 807 by Kukai, who carved the statue of Eme Jitsu Busatsu. In the 16th century, the temple grounds were expanded by the local warlord Shosokabe Mozochika. The temple's fortune grew further in 1602 when Yamaichi Katsutoyo, the first lord of the Tosa province, was saved from a shipwreck near the port. The statue of Emei Jitsu is said to have transformed into a priest and steered Kotsuyoso's ship safely into the port. From then on, the local people called the deity Kajitsorisi-jo, the Hellsman's Buddha, in honor of this miraculous event. There's temple 25, nice and simple with a huge stairs to make it to the top and a nice bell tower. Now I should just go ahead and look for the place that I booked, a Ryokan, the first one on the trip. I've just been staying in Minchuku's the whole time, and I tell you what the difference is after I see it for myself. I think it's right around the corner here. Yeah, there it is. And Efren.
Please, waiting, please.
We wait? Laundry?
Laundry.
Out downstairs?
Downstairs.
And then straight?
Entrance.
Entrance? No. Okay, so this is the Ryokan where I'm staying. And what is a Ryokan, you may say? Well, it is a very run-down hotel. There's no Wi-Fi. I'm glad that I made dinner reservation because Andrea didn't, and now she has to go to like a restaurant. It seems like there's plenty of room here for a lot of people, but they're always empty. I don't know. I do have a massive room. Check this out. Traditional Japanese style room. I'm not gonna complain that I don't have Wi-Fi, even though I do need it, because I need to download the maps for tomorrow's stage. So I gotta see what I do. I gotta make sure that I always have Wi-Fi because I don't have my SIM card. And let's see, do I have a view? Oh, I have a little balcony here. What's the view like? Not bad, not bad. It's kind of funny how at 5 p.m. they play this music over the loudspeakers here in the area. I still don't know whatever happened today about the tsunami thing. The waves were pretty crazy at one point. Right now it's super calm. The skies is kind of starting to clear. I think tomorrow is gonna be a cloudy day, but it is not gonna rain. I don't have Wi-Fi, so I'm kind of stuck in my room without anything to do. I was just trying to see if I could do a little bit of planning for the days ahead, but the only thing that I managed to do was make a reservation for 2 days after my rest day in Kōchi city, which is 3 days from now. And I've been using this form right here, which I found on the internet, and then I added a few details of my own, where I can just write my name, the date, the hostel, or the Minchuku place where I want to stay at, the number. It also says that I would like dinner and breakfast and no smoking room if available. It's been working out because, for example, the lady here today doesn't really speak much English, so I showed it to her and she made the reservation for me. Yes, I'm about to have dinner at 6. I'll show you guys now. Looks delicious, right? Tomorrow breakfast is at 6:30. As always, I have a 25 kilometer day to Temple 26. It's gonna be easy, but the climb to the temple is one of those that's between 400 and 500 meters of elevation gain and then loss right after. So it might be a little bit crazy. So that's about it for today. I want to thank the Trail Angels of the day, two of them, John and Melissa, for your support, for your Roadside. Thank you so much. If you guys want to donate and become a Trail Angel, the link, of course, is in the description down below. Just like you can become a member, you can subscribe, you can hit that bell notification so that you can stay in the loop. See you guys tomorrow at 6:30.